Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Kola, Yahabashim, Shabashim, Dash. Drop another video. Hey, man, one of the brothers, I was just thinking, this was heavy, man. You know, one of the brothers, he hit me, he got like 2 or 3 sons. I forgot how many. But one of his sons is young. He like 6, 7, 5, something like that. And he's like die hard off the truth. He don't really even know what it's about. It's just in his spirit. And then his oldest son is kind of like iffy about it. He don't know, but he know like, yo, I ain't trying to force it on him. But his wife, you know, the woman trying to keep everything together. His wife is kind of like, oh, well, like, you need to do this. She trying to force him to make the father happy, which would make her happy. You know, because the woman ain't really trying to have a split or division in the family. So she's like, oh, you know, your father wants you to do this and that. But he ain't even really offer that. So he hit me. I mean, you know, me being an elder, a lot of brothers call me, yo, what I should do, this and that. You know what I mean? So I told him, like, look, you know what I mean, just test the waters, you know, because one thing about this truth is so beautiful, the woman's so beautiful, you kind of fall in love with her as soon as you, like, meet the woman. But a lot of times, some brothers need a little, like, when I first came into the truth, I fought against it because I was in Christianity. So everything that was said to me was foreign. But I did have enough sense to do research and go back to the pastor I was learning under and ask some questions. And I found out, like, he was moving funny. I was like, yo, this shit is fraud. You know, because originally I came under a group called HYK. You know, Hayasharalas Kanas, Madathawa, Zaquan Malak. Y'all brothers call him Baloo. But, you know, his name Bakwa. She actually taught me and the brother Sha'ala. So, I don't really like, you know, fully coming at that brother because he was like one of my teachers, you know what I mean, originally, you know, but then GMS and so on. But even Zabat to a degree. Shout out to that brother. Shout out to the brother Zabat. You know, Lord, I think he a man of the Lord. I mean, he got some nooks and crannies to get over, but ultimately, I think he a man of the Lord. But anyway, so he was like, yo, what I should do? So I was like, yo, tell your son, not tell him, but I was like, yo, test him. Send him a video and see if he watch it. Or, you know, ask him if he want to go to camp, but don't tell him he have to go. Make it like an ultimatum. Like, yo, like, not an ultimatum, but like make it like a decision. Like, yo, you want to go to camp? Like, yo, about to go to camp. Like, but you could even add, like, yo, if you don't want to go, you don't have to go. But, you know what I mean? So if he don't want to go, don't make him go. Because a lot of people think, like, yo, this my son, this nigga gonna be like me. Nah, man. Like, yo, to be in this truth is rare. So, but you think like, well, the Lord chose me, he chose my kids. That's not necessarily the case. Now, the Lord could save your kids off the strength of you. You know, like, yo, if I kill this motherfucking kids, he gonna be hurt. So, or he could just do it and just give you another family. However the Lord choose to do it. But, you know, I was telling the brother, like, yo, just like put it out there, see his reaction to the truth. You know, if he ain't off of it, he ain't off of it. But you his father, so you still, you know what I mean? If he ain't rebelling, being a demon, you know what I mean? Because a rebellious son was put to death. You still gotta, that's your son, you gotta provide for him. But, you know, if one of your kids is off the truth, like one of the brothers, like he got a son, good friend of mine, he got a son. I think he called him like I think I always fuck his name up. It's like a lot of Z's and shit. But I was like, yo, he the one. So like, you know, But I never really thought nothing of him till like recently. And he just been heavy as hell on my spirit. So I always try to, he kind of got like a spark to where like you don't really have to do much to set him off. All you gotta do is like light his candlesticks in a sense, So the spirit like, yo, and it's funny, like anytime I came around, he was like super excited. Oh, Josiah, yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? And I was like, why the fuck is this little motherfucker? But when I thought about it, I was like, yo, why is he like what, like this drive he got to see me? And it's not me, because like I'm nobody, right? But it's what the Lord put inside of you, right? So that's what he's drawn to. I'm like, oh, he's drawn to the light inside of me, right? Then when he was born, because me and his father go back, right? So when he was born, I was like, yo, I wanted to like be his godfather in a sense, but I didn't, which was some pussy coward shit. I didn't want to say it because I didn't, because like in the hood, you be like, yo, let me be his godfather. And niggas be full of shit. They be shitty. So I was like, man, I don't want to like not live up to it and not be, because I was looking at it more on the financial tip. So I'm like, man, I don't want to not be able to be there for him and like not be able to do what I need to do, and I'm just fake ass godfather, right? So I always knew that. But then he used to run to the window. Hey, Tazai, yo, Tazai, yo. He used to break his neck to say hi to me. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? But then it was one time too, like I called his father, but his father was like in a store or some shit. So, he picked up his father's phone, which is a violation. Like, yo, you don't pick up, you know what I mean? Like, you a kid. He was like fucking 9, 10 years old. I think he's like 11. He had a birthday like in February. But like, February coming in, so he probably about to turn like 11. But he probably was like 9 or 10 or some shit at the time. So, but I don't know what his father stored me under, but he was like, oh shit, it's Tazai. So he picked up. I'm like, this ain't fucking the brother voice. So he like, oh, he was like, oh, so I was like, yo, it's funny. I questioned him. I'm like, yo, you got a girlfriend? A little dumb shit, nothing too heavy. Yo, you got a girlfriend? He like, nah, I ain't got no girl. But I asked him why. He was like, man, because I don't want one. And that's when I kind of knew, because, like, he don't really know no scriptures. And he be in the house and shit like that. That's what I knew. Like, oh, like, he on a different level. He on a way different level. So, like, one thing about, like, men of the Lord, like, see, the Lord is funny. So some people be like David, like a shepherd, somebody you overlook. But some people just like stand out and stick out where they got like this glow. So the point I'm making is like, yo, your kids, like, you got sons and shit, like, they don't necessarily just gotta be niggas. They might just be like, yo, I don't believe in that shit, nigga. I just wanna work my job. I just wanna get a job, work, and fuck my woman. Cause that's really what life is about on a low ass level. To these dudes, I just like want them, like, hang out with my friends. They might not be street niggas, which is good. They might got a mentality like, look, I want to hang out with my friends, meet me a nice little girl, and just go to work and come home. I ain't trying to talk. I'm not trying to like deal with no Yahweh Shai spaceships. That shit is too much for me. I don't believe in that shit, and that's cool because the truth not for everybody, even your own kids. That's what I'm naming. It's the truth not for everybody, even your own kids. Right? So like, yo, you gotta just like, all right, yo. And it's fucked up in a sense because like, yo, you still gotta provide and do what you gotta do. Even if they non-believers, But as long as they not kicking up and rebelling too much. Till it's like, fuck you then, nigga. You think you grown, you on your own. I'm not about to support some disrespectful ass nigga, you know? But, you know, your kids, like, sometimes, you know, sometimes it could be an under the rug thing. But sometimes, you know, it could be, like, obvious. Like, yo, this, like, it could be, like, obvious. Like, yo, his spirit is, like, on fire, but he just needs somebody to, like, light it. I think his father, if I'm not mistaken, I'm kicking in with his father. He like, yeah, man. He was like, it was Thanksgiving time. He like, yeah, man. He be trying to break from that Thanksgiving shit. Like, that shit be vexing him. And once he told me that, I kind of definitely knew. Because he don't know like, he don't really know. He don't know the breakdown of Thanksgiving or what happened and none of that shit. Unless he told him. And even if he did, he's so young, he probably didn't retain that shit. He just got like this rebellious ass spirit against the world, you know, so, and, I'm not really into, like, check, like, kids and, like, how they doing, like, you know, I'll be more on adults, but, like, anytime I'm around, I'm like, yo, bring him through. I need to see him. I got, like, you know, because it'd be appeasing to my spirit just to, like, interact with him. Because he got this look in his eyes, you know, like, yeah, man, yeah, you know, the truth, you know. And if you light his torch, I don't, like, you know, if you, like, you know, spark him in the spirit, he be the next. You know, I don't know how long we got left in here, but, like, yeah, you know, be the next hot thing smoking, you know, as far as Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Fiery spirit, you know, warrior spirit. He probably be active and violent, but, you know, that's easy to tame. You know, drop some wisdom on him, you know, because he will listen. He ain't like no fucking rebellious ass child, but the point is, like, yo, some of your kids, I kind of went in a rant because, like, you know, that's something I'm kind of, like, going through in a sense a little bit. But the point is, like, yo, your kids, like, you know, like, they is who they is. They for the Lord, they for the Lord. They not, then fuck it. Like, if you got multiple kids, if one of them for the Lord, you just be happy that one of them for the Lord. You got to be happy that the Lord chose you, because the Lord couldn't have chose us. This truth is rare and it's scarce. You know, you could have fucking 12, 13 sons and they all be demons. And 4 daughters. You're like, man, my whole family, some King David shit. Like, all of them turn out to be wicked. Going the fuck off and some Absalom shit. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, you know, the truth ain't for everybody. You know, even certain family members, that it's not who we want, it's who the Lord want. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is, yo. You know what I mean? I'm going to close it with that. You know what I mean? Close the video out for the night. And guess what? Like, I was, you know, say this, that, like, certain people, like, we all got physical birth dates, and we all also got spiritual birth dates. So, like, some people come around to the truth later, but you can't force it. You know what I mean? Regardless of who they are, because it's all about the elect. You know what I mean? So, of course, like, certain relatives going to touch you more, you going to press more. Come on, man, you don't get it, you don't see it. You going to answer all their questions, but at the end of the day, if it ain't for them, it ain't for them, man. It is what it is. You know, you just got to accept that, regardless of what title they have, you know. And you just got to really look at yourself like, man, at the end of the day, I'm glad. And you still might not be the elect, but you still got to be like, man, at the end of the day, I'm glad the Lord, like, showed me what it was, and I'm still in the fight. And basically, that's